Obviously, you guys are watching this video because, you want to figure out who the power broker is. And obviously, for those of you guys who are new to the channel, we're talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the series on Disney Plus, the new series that's been airing over the past month. And obviously, we're all trying to figure out who's this power broker. Who's this person behind the scenes that we keep hearing, that keeps getting brought up? And we actually figured out who it was. Obviously, this is all speculation until obviously you see the actual episode when they reveal who it is. But we're pretty dead set on we know who the power broker is. Sonny here is going to go ahead and give a little detailed explanation about it, and I'm going to expound upon that. And then you guys can comment down below what you guys think about who the power broker actually is, and if you were surprised, who it was.
So I've been looking around the internet trying to figure out who the power broker was, and I came across an interview with an actress who is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and she essentially says that when you find out who the power broker is, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be surprising, and it's going to hit hard.
But they've been foreshadowing it like super hard.
In episode 3, really in episode 4 too.
Episode 3 and episode 4, they pretty much tell you who it is.
Yeah. There's a lot of imagery that's just like, when I tell you who it is and you start piecing it together, you're like, oh, that makes so much fucking sense. Like, it's not really a surprise. It's just, so I'll just tell you who I think it is. I think it's Sharon Carter.
Without a doubt, it is.
She was abandoned. For the motivations are there. She was essentially abandoned by the government and marked as a traitor after Civil War.
And because of, obviously the blip and people, just disappearing for 5 years, it makes a perfect plot line and story point of, hey, well, in this time, since she was outed by the government,
no one's going to look out for her.
No one's going to look out for her, so she had to build her own empire herself.
Yeah, and in episode 3, she straight up says, like, oh, I had to live that hustle lifestyle.
Yeah, and you see where she lives. She's like, oh, I'm connected. And she's like in some penthouse.
Yeah, she's in the high area of Madripoor, and she literally is in she executes, I'm pretty sure it was her who killed Selby, who was like the only person who could beat competition.
She's casually in a window with a sniper rifle at around the same time that woman got assassinated.
I think she was gonna kill her regardless.
I think that it was her.
Yeah, I think
her team that did that.
I think Selby was gonna get assassinated regardless. Sam and Bucky and Zemo just happened to be there that day.
Exactly. And on top of that, in that same episode,
she finds out where Nagel is within a few hours. Dr. Nagel.
Exactly. It's how can you just find someone like that? Oh, well, it's movie met. No.
No.
And then also, they pretty much give it away in episode 3 because remember at the end of the episode, everyone's dipping in that old classic car, supercharged. Right. And then she just, casually,
someone pull up.
Someone pulls up in a Tesla Model 3 and it's like, yeah, hop in the back. And she's like, which basically shows she's a power player. Like she's a power figure.
Yeah, it shows that in that whole sequence, when she was taking out all those bad guys, she was in no real danger. Exactly. She could have left whenever she wanted.
Exactly. And the fact that she literally, just like I said, in episode 3, the fact that she was the one getting in the back seat, I mean, if that was like a S550 or like a Maybach, you'd be like, oh yeah, she's the boss. And you can tell just from that one small short scene, she's the boss in that situation.
Right, how she reacts when Nagel gets killed.
Exactly.
She she jumps out at Zemo and I think it was Bucky has to hold her back. It was either Bucky or Sam.
Exactly, because she, as the power broker, which is mentioned by, what's her face, the redhead, she mentions that the power broker wouldn't come and try and kill her anymore because now that the scientist is now dead.
Right, they have all the serum.
They have all the serum. So now she's going to be like, damn.
And that's something else that came into mind when I thought about that. There are set photos out there. I think it was Atlanta Filming that caught them, where you see her, Sharon Carter, meeting up with Aaron Kellyman's character, and she's in basically a suit. So to me, that's when it all clicked, and I was like, oh, she's the power broker. And then I started looking at her behavior in episode 3, and then...
Episode 4?
Yeah. Episode 4, she straight up says, I have a couple of satellites that I can try to track them down on. And I was like, what? How the fuck do you just have satellites?
And it's like, and it's not like she's like, oh, I hacked them. It's like, no, I just have a couple satellites.
She's like, no, I have them. These are my satellites.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is there's just been too many like little subtle drops. But like for me, like the subtle drop was, when, Nagel died. How do you say his name?
Nagel.
Nagel. Yeah, when
Dr.
Nagel
Nagel.
died, I don't want to butcher it. When Nagel died, she was like, why? Which again, like, even Mr. Falcon there was like, I don't care. He was just like, why'd you have to shoot him? He was just kind of like, why'd you have to shoot him? Bucky was kind of like, why'd you have to shoot him? But she was like, no! And then there was a larger drop at the end of the episode when you see her in a power position of episode 3, and you're like, so what is she doing again? I thought she was on the outs, like, down and out.
Also, I don't know how the fuck she did it, but in episode 4, she's really concerned about the super soldier serum, and she somehow manages to track John Walker, this new Captain America who's gonna eventually become a U.S. agent. How the fuck she did that, I don't know. But obviously she's connected.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense for someone. If she was still a part of the United States government, it would have been like, oh, all this makes sense. But the fact that she's been outed and she's like basically a terrorist or like on the wanted list, it's like, yeah, she did something, or she's in a position of power now for her to still be able to make plays like this and like, not have an issue. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Why don't you guys comment down below what do you guys think about, our prediction of the power broker? I mean, we're right, but comment down below what you guys think, and who do you think, if it's not who we said, who would the power broker be?
And I will be going over this in more detail on my own channel, The Nerd Theorists. Yeah, I think the video should be coming out either Wednesday or Thursday. So you can go ahead and check that out there as well.